Last wee bit on solving quadratic equations by factorising then. You will not always be given an equation that's already equal to 0 to solve. But to solve a quadratic equation, it must be equal to 0. So if it's not equal to 0, the first thing you must do is set it equal to 0. It's the only way to solve a quadratic equation, because 0 is the only number that has that property for when you multiply. Otherwise, it could be any number at all. Okay, has to be equal to 0. So we need to start by rearranging this equation to get it equal to 0. So I'm going to start multiplying out the brackets. So I get x squared minus 4x equals 2x minus 5. I'm now going to move everything to the left-hand side. So I get x squared minus 4x. Here I've got plus 2x. It's become minus 2x. It's got minus 5. So it become plus 5. And that's equal to 0. Tidying up, I've got minus 4 minus 2. So we get x squared minus 6x plus 5 equals 0. We've now set it equal to 0. Once we've set it equal to 0, we can then factorise. So I'm looking for two numbers that multiply to give me 5 and add to make minus 6. Don't have any options with 5, it's got to be 5 and 1. I want minus 6, I need minus 5, minus 1. So it's going to be x minus 5, x minus 1. That's equal to 0. Separate out my brackets. X minus 5 equals 0. X minus 1 equals 0. So x equals 5, or x equals 1. Okay. Once we've got it to this point here, there's nothing new on the work we did last day. But we do need to remember and do this wee bit first where we have to rearrange it. Okay. One more example for you on this. Tricky one. You've got x equals 15 over x plus 2. First thing we need to do is rearrange this so that it's equal to 0. Here I'm dividing by x plus 2. So I'm going to bring that to the other side and I'm going to multiply by x plus 2. Now what a lot of people want to do at this point is think, oh, I've already factorised, great. X equals 15, x plus 2 equals 15 and solve. Don't do that. It must be equal to 0. So multiplying out the brackets gives me x squared plus 2x. Here I've got plus 15. Take it over, becomes minus 15. Now I've got it equal to 0. Now I can factorise and solve. I'm looking for two numbers that multiply to give me minus 15, add to give me 2. That must be 5 and 3. I want positive 2, so I want plus 5 minus 3. So we get x plus 5 equals 0. No. We get x plus 5 times x minus 3 equals 0. Skipping a step there. So we get x plus 5 equals 0. X minus 3 equals 0. So x equals minus 5. X equals positive 3. I'll leave you to practice some of these.